Full reactions are on Patreon, or if you want, you could pull up your copy of Frieren Beyond Journey's End, episode 18, my first class mage exam, and press play on it when I press play when the timer reaches 0. Now, as much as I expect Fern to totally nail this, I don't want it to be a One Punch Man moment. I'm hoping it's a little bit more grounded than that, but at the same time, she's totally gonna nail it, so I'm not sure how they can avoid that. Maybe there's like specific magic that Frieren's not done a great job at teaching, perhaps, they'll go into. Which OP do you guys prefer? I want to give it a bit more time, but before I save for certain, but I'm pretty confident it's the first OP for me. God, if we find out Himmel was evil or some shit, like somehow, like they dropped that kind of twist at some point. No way, of course, at least as far as current information goes. I'm trying to think of the worst possible thing that could happen in this, as far as reveals in this show. Well, not on your time scale, anyway. Yeah, what do you think you are? This, if you've ever watched Hajime no Ippo, this feels like when, that one guy who was like a world champion, undefeated featherweight boxer, uh, was coming into town and they were gonna, and there was a chance for Ippo to, I think that was his name, or was it Hajime, or was it both? Whatever. Uh, to box him like in a sparring match type thing, not an official match. Uh, Ippo is rightly so very intimidated. Like because it's the fucking one of the great, the one of the greatest, if not the greatest boxer in the world. Like he's like, oh, I say there's no way I'm gonna be able to do much, but let's hope it's a fight. And you can hear it cuts to the coach inside his mind, thinking, man, I've seen you punch. If you land a hit, it's not that's a legitimate danger to this guy, and I like that. Where it's like you obviously this kid is still a runt, but we're not creating this mystical world of difference between a true expert, a true I don't want to say master, but in that range, a mystical difference between that and a world best. World best is still leagues better, but they're not as far apart as many shows would try and make it seem. Ippo still got his ass kicked, because he couldn't land a hit. But like, that's one of the scenes I always remember from that show. 219. In 3, 2, 1, go. And that's kind of what I would like for Fern, is for it to be clear she's intensely powerful, she's well trained, but she's still not a world great. By world grade, I mean like literally the top. Like if she passed this exam, that's not what I mean by world grade. I'm talking about like top 3 or 4. Depending on the rules. Only signs allowed to do that. You're an ancient mage. Oh, that's messed up. Right? Someone who's weaker with a better plan could probably win in many cases. 11 times? Alright. Ooh, you lost him. Did they say that in his episode? Ooh. 11 times sounds like a lot, but then again, 1,000 years, plus I'm willing to bet the majority of those were in the first half of life. Oh, maybe during. Obviously, Qual would have been during that big adventure. 403 and 3, 2, 1, go. It's a miracle you survived, of course. Ooh. Ooh. Humans is amazing. Given context of everything, I would love to get to know some of those characters. Obviously, probably her master. No, they're just very nice guys complimenting you. Okay, that's so. I would have loved the twist. Hey! Alright! Open faced palm like that. One more time on that. 524. In 3, 2, 1, go. It's not much of a save with you, I'm betting. It won't be your first for long. It won't be too long till you see another. I was about to say wasn't gonna be your first for long, but that would have been a dipshit thing to say. Saving the lives. Hell yeah. He saved their lives by giving them an ass kicking. Ah. Nice. Nice. Seems a little silly to have it be every 3 years. Maybe because of all the travel that has to be done for it. Never mind. Yeah, it works. In this world, it works. 6:39. 3, 2, 1, go. Is that what convinced her? Come on. Does that still work for this? Are you a known quantity? I get to? It's supposed to be. That's funny. I tell you what, you're in a place where there'd be enough experts that I'd say that it wouldn't be shocking for one of the older guys to recognize something like that. Even then, it was ancient. I'd say the laser blasts help too. God, dealing with the threat of mortality around Frieren must be like twice as bad as usual. Oh, I'm amazing. Now you're confident you're at least that much, right? Okay. Ooh, wow, that it? Alright, alright. Alright, I underestimated first class a little bit in terms of numbers, but my point still stands that I hope that she's not already like top 5. Ooh. You'd think there'd be more with the advent of demon magic being incorporated. Ah. Okay, okay. They built it. They did a cake for her. Aw. Ooh, the one girl from the intro. So are we doing full tuning exams? Like I would hope for at least a few episodes of this. Like let's let the fights breathe a little bit if it's gonna be combat based. All right. With top marks. Good good asterisk there. I'd say that was a good reason to disqualify her from future, but then again, like I totally on board with her not being as famous as the rest of the hero crew, but like elf, mage, like that should strike some among a group of mages to be like, wait a second. 12-21. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Imagine if it's Fern and her party of the ultimate luck. It could be. I could see them making that joke. Oh no. Try what? You're like, why? It didn't take long. Oh, you're in the party with the killer. Got it. Frieren, you might not pass this exam. Not that it really matters if you do. Right? Plans are for morons! Ah! Ah! I like you too. Ah! I don't remember what the bird looked like exactly, but it's funny if that was it. Now, Frieren, you know you can't take as much time as you usually like to here, right? Not that you probably want them to do a lot of the work since, you know, they've got more to prove than you do at this point in their lives. Safer. I mean, I understand you had to be back together by the end, but I mean, ooh, can you tell the man output? I wonder if the humility factor was enough for Frieren there. It's easy to work with people like this, as far as being the better of the three. Wow. Wow. Aw, poor bird. He's okay, right? Yeah, if predators. Got it. They work together well. Yeah, they got pretty. Even though there are issues with it, they got pretty lucky being put together. They'll make a great party. Two mages might be a bit imbalanced, but that's okay. Holding the branches up like that. I'm liking it. Are we gonna do a separate point of view where we see what Fern's been all up to? Ah. Oh! That was close! Come on! Oh no! Come on! Didn't kill it, huh? Ah, right. Or is that not Freyren's magic? Oh, it is. Okay, okay. To be fair, that's exactly what she was doing. Just didn't work out. Because like is a funny thing. I don't know what you could have done without the staff. I'm not entirely sure what the scenario is there. You should have been better about not losing it and shit like that, but Aww. I am invested in these two, dang it. And he could have made it sound better. That's barely a strength. They're pouting. Did she catch herself or did she get caught by her? Oh, she caught herself. Nice. Ooh, the mana. Or is that the barrier? All right. I love. Is there a tournament arc? I love a good one. This episode was really solid. Oh, I enjoy the dynamic between these two so much. So, Frieren playing teacher more so than usual, out of necessity. Man, I do like that we got to see one character's full perspective. So we're probably gonna do mostly Fern next episode. For whatever's going on with her and her crew with the murderer and the dude. Murderer, like the self defense. Killer was a more accurate. Next time.